In this session, we will discuss how to connect PHP with database. We will use Mysql as a database. Let's consider an example table to discuss database connected with PHP. Let's take TBL users as an example. In this, we have column ID, name, address, email, age, and these are the two records available in this table. Let's first discuss SQL statements. This is a simple select statement to select all the records from the table TBL user. Select star from table name. This will display all the available records in the table. If you want to display the records in particular order, then you will use order by field name. Suppose we want to display in an alphabetical order based on the name, so we will use order by name. This will display all the records in an alphabetical orders on field name. Now if we want to display a limited number of orders from a table, then we will use limit starting point comma number of records we want to display. This statement fetch only one record from index 0. This is index 0, this is index 1. So it will display only this record once we execute this select command. Now let's discuss update command. This is an update command to update the record. Update table name set field name equal to value where condition. So this statement will update the first record name, replace Raj with Amit. Similarly, use a delete command to delete record from a table. To drop a table, we use drop command, drop table name. Now let's see how we will connect in Mysql. Mysql underscore connect is a function available in PHP to connect with Mysql. In this, we will pass following parameters: server name, user database name, password. This will connect with the database and return a connection resource. See this code. In this, we are connecting with the database with Mysql underscore connect function. In this, we are passing three parameters: server name, username, password for the database. If the connection is established, then it will display connected successfully, otherwise return an error. Mysql close will be used to close the connection with Mysql. Once you connect it to the database server, you need to connect with the you need to select the database. Mysql underscore select underscore db is a function to select the database. In this, we will pass the name of the database which we want to connect. Now to execute any SQL statement like select, delete, update, we will use function mysql underscore query, and in this we will pass the SQL statement that we want to execute. So to update, to select or delete any record in a table, we will use mysql underscore query function. See, this is an SQL statement and we are using mysql underscore query to execute this statement. If this will execute, it will store the resultant in $result, otherwise it will return an error, query failed, and the reason why this query failed. Now once the result will stored in resultant variable, we will fetch each record by using a function mysql underscore fetch underscore array. $row is now storing a single record fetched from the resultant. Now let's see this example. To connect with the database, select the database and fetch each record of a table. This is the statement to connect with the database, passing server name, username and the password. If it does not connect, it will return an error, otherwise echo connected successfully. In this statement, we are selecting the database to which we want to connect. Once the connection established and the database selected, we will writing the SQL query that we want to execute. This will return the output of this SQL query and store in a variable $result. Now we want to fetch each record one by one, so we start while loop. In this, we are running mysql underscore fetch underscore array to fetch record row by row. So this loop will execute until we reach to end of the record. In this, we are using for each loop, and as $line contain the first record as an array, so it will print the value of each column, and once a complete row print all the columns, it go to the second record, and in this way it will print the whole table values. So these are the some basic functions used to connect PHP with database.